Yo, welcome back to the BST4 channel. Wingnuts, what's going on? What is happening today, man? It's time to put some coolant inside of this situation here. I had to take the front cover back off because I didn't put glue here, there, and also over there. And now I have to go and tighten up all the little bolts around here. Put a belt on, a fan, because I'm running a mechanical, not the electric at the moment. So we're going to go ahead and do all of that. So now I have to go and tackle this situation here so I can start putting coolant inside of the system. All right, we've gotten the belts on. It's looking good, man. That was a headache. So if you have belts on your 4.6 double overhead cam, you use that pulley, you use that pulley, you use that, route it like that, you route it to your AC, and you use this number right here to make that happen. Now on top of it, I started to add coolant inside here. We went and we got a thermostat for inside this joint. Can't use a 2003 thermostat. You need to use a 1988 Chevy 350 thermostat in there. Make sure you have the rubber O-ring on the thermostat. Then we had a situation with the radiator, and it's coming right out of there, right there. So now I have to pause and see if I have another radiator. I know I have one for this, and see if it fits inside of that. I've taken out the radiator, right? And this is the radiator here. Now this radiator and this radiator are totally different. This is the one that I have for these type of Crown Vics. I don't have none for this type. So as you can see, that this one is a little bit shorter, this one's a little bit more taller, I should say, and you know, a little bit more, they're about the same width. The real main issue with this is that it just doesn't sit in there properly. So you know the routine. We got to go back underneath the car, and man, we had a leak, man. I didn't know what was going on. All right. I used a new gasket and everything. The gasket is right here. This is it. And I don't know what happened. It lines up pretty good. Everything looks great on it. Now, this one here that I'm going to pick up is from this motor here. Pretty much the same thing. Line them up. That's how it looks. Boom. Now, the only difference is that this one here has a nice circular joint, right? So, you know, but you can see that it rides right on the edge of it, but it still seals. So I'm sitting here trying to figure out what the heck happened to the one that's over here. I had to pause my trip to the junkyard, and I got to figure this out. So now, right, I'm going to clean that surface really good with steel wool, right? Clean it, prep it and everything, get it nice and sealed, and then go back underneath it. I'm going to fill it up with water because this antifreeze ain't cheap, and then wait for the drip. That's the only thing I can do. The bolts and everything were tight. I don't know what happened. So let's take a break from the cars. I gotta go check out my mother's AC unit. It's brand new. All right, so we're back here, right? This is what they did with it. I don't know if they dropped whatever. See, I don't know if they dropped the needle in there and they had just you know what I mean, so damn, let me go ahead and get that thing out of there. That's probably what happened. They got rice. You see the needle over there. This is what we're dealing with. It ain't nothing to really put it back together, but it's just annoying. This is the break I'm taking. Go ahead and go handle this. All right, we pieced it back together. My assumption is they over here with a needle, right? Or a bag fell in there, and they were like, yo, we gotta get this bag, because they had their food up top here, more than likely. Sitting there fumbling and bumbling, boom, it went down there. Then they said, let me go ahead and screw this out. All they had to do was screw out here, around the sides, pull this up, go get the thing and lock it, put it back down. No, they start screwing this. Now I gotta go check and see if it works. Running smooth now. Now I gotta, man, I don't want to pick up none of this. This is where it gets aggravating, and why people in the hood, right, don't want to clean up their crib in front of their house and everything, because you constantly got to clean up somebody else's mess. And then when you call the police, it's another situation. Police don't want to do nothing about it, so it's like you're a constant battle with the animals and the animals. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. But man, it stinks back here. But I feel the heat coming off of this, so it's running pretty smooth. So hopefully it's back up and running. Now let's get back to the car. All right, man, so we have no leaks. but now we have to pressurize the system to really see if it really leaks. What I used was Honda Bond. Now, Honda Bond is for motorcycle stuff, so I'm actually using motorcycle stuff on car stuff. This thing, I found out, this thing mates cases together, you know what I mean, metal to metal. This here is solid. So what I did was I put it a little bit around here and on the back end, so I make sure that, and I cleaned the surfaces really good with steel wool, made it nice and shiny, and hopefully that's, you know, good. Torque it down 20 foot-pounds, and that should work out pretty well. Now we have a situation where we have this, right, and we put in a radiator. Yes, we use the radiator from these types of Crown Victorias on this type of Crown Victoria. So that's the old one from out of this one, and we just installed the radiator. Now I told you it fits, but you know, it's a little bit higher, as you can see. All right, so now it shouldn't be a problem because this here is flat. I had to, you know, drill and make this work a little bit, and then, you know, over here this one fit pretty decent. Holes over here, that fits a little different, and this fits a little different, but it works. All right, now we have a situation where now I want to use my fan. Can't use the fans on them. I got two fans over here, right? This is the one for the car. It's not going to work. Why? It's going to hit that. No matter how you're going to play it, that's what it's going to do. And this is the one from the Aviator. Again, this one is going to hit. So when using the mechanical fan, it's going to be out the question. Now this is a shroud from this car here. This ain't going to work because I use a different radiator now. But we have a situation where this is the AC fan. When the AC kicks on, this fan comes on and the mechanical fan still works. It just basically assists. Now we have a situation here where I could probably use this, which is something I made for the turbo situation, but I'm not going to use that one. I have this one here, right? I think it works. Hopefully it does. And what we're going to do is slap this on, due to the fact that I'm running the same radiator that this fan shroud is you know, came from. So what we can do, let's see if we can get this fitted. All right, see if we can do it. And that's really it. Now I'm gonna put these two screws in there and I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. All right, that took a minute, man. I had to really tidy up everything along with what I was doing. All right, so we got this in. This is in here sturdy. This ain't in here loose. This is in here tight. So in my eyes now, I know that I could probably run one of these radiators from out of here, and I'm going to get an aluminum one to install inside here later on. We're going to run this for a little bit and everything. Now what I'm going to be doing is I got to go to the junkyard anyway. I got to pick up a plug like this or like the other one. Now this thing here costs $58. We running this line here. I'm going to run this wire here into here. This will be some kind of whatever I'm going to be using. I'll probably plug it up. I'm trying to get everything kind of like working. I may even plug this up even though I don't need it, but I don't know. I'm just trying to have everything in a stock form on this thing. I got to go find out what some of these wires are for, and you know, get them plugged up, get them ready. Even this here, this is like a ground for something, so I have to be able to ground this somewhere. I don't know where, it just grounds, but I got to know what is, you know, what is this for, you know what I mean? So I have the book. I'm gonna go look into that. This video really supposed to have been about this car here, and we're gonna be cranking it up, and we're gonna be talking a little bit more about this, and we're gonna be getting on to the next video with this.